Welcome to World Numismatic Finds, the channel where hidden treasures from the past come alive in the present. In today's feature, we begin our countdown of the things that hold remarkable historical and collector's value. Among these shining gems, we turn our attention to the United Kingdom's iconic halfpenny coins bearing the celebrated ship portrait design, minted during the wartime years of the 1940s. From the 1941 issue in fine condition, to the 1943 coin that shows just a little touch of age with its slightly dirty surface, and the 1944 piece that has travelled through countless hands in circulation, each coin carries not only the story of Britain's resilience during World War II but also a huge worth in today's collector's market. These are not just coins, they are timeless witnesses to history, sought after by enthusiasts worldwide, and today we reveal why their value continues to rise. Let's get started up with the United Kingdom halfpenny ship portrait coin of 1941, presented here in fine condition. This coin carries not only the image of national pride but also the weight of history, embodying the resilience and maritime heritage of Britain during a most challenging era. To collectors, it is much more than a piece of currency. It is a symbol of an empire's strength and a treasured reminder of its rich past. The background of the 1941 halfpenny is steeped in the atmosphere of the Second World War. Struck in the height of the conflict, this small yet significant coin represents stability in a time when so much else was uncertain. The halfpenny had long been part of British currency, but this particular design, introduced in 1937 and continuing through the reign of King George VI, captured the imagination with its bold depiction of the legendary ship, HMS Golden Hind, the galleon of Sir Francis Drake. It stood as a proud emblem of naval supremacy and exploration, reminding people of Britain's seafaring triumphs at a time when the seas themselves were once again a battlefield. When examining the head and tail of the coin, on the obverse we find the dignified portrait of King George VI, with his profile facing left, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. The king's image was carefully crafted to reflect both authority and composure, traits that were especially valued during wartime Britain. On the reverse, the ship portrait comes to life, the detailed rigging and full sails of the Golden Hind capturing the spirit of adventure and discovery, as well as the enduring strength of the Royal Navy. It is this artistry on both sides that continues to draw collectors and historians alike, giving the coin a dual significance both as legal tender of its time and as a miniature piece of art. In terms of cultural and historical value, the 1941 halfpenny embodies more than monetary exchange. It holds within its design a deep connection to Britain's identity, where the sea has always been central to commerce, defence, and exploration. During the war years, when the nation looked to its naval strength for protection, this coin became a subtle but powerful reminder of that proud tradition. To own one today is to possess a fragment of that cultural narrative, a tangible link to both everyday life in the 1940s and the timeless story of Britain as a maritime nation. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams and was struck in bronze, with a diameter of 25.5 millimeters. Its solid yet compact form made it practical for circulation, yet it is the beauty of the design and the historical resonance that elevate it far beyond its original purpose. These key facts about its size and material may sound simple, yet they are essential in ensuring collectors can identify genuine pieces and assess their authenticity in today's market. When considering rarity and condition, it is important to note that while the 1941 halfpenny was widely circulated, examples in fine condition are now increasingly sought after. Time has naturally left its mark on many coins, with wear and discoloration being common, but well-preserved pieces remain in demand. At the higher grading levels, such as Mint State 65, the rarity factor multiplies. These exceptional specimens, which show sharp details and almost no imperfections, can command astonishing sums due to their scarcity and desirability among serious numismatists. The current market value of the 1941 halfpenny varies significantly depending on condition. In everyday fine condition, the coin remains a valued collectible, but in Mint State 65, examples have been recorded fetching as much as $3,500. Even more remarkably, on competitive auction platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and other numismatic markets, pristine examples have been seen to realize figures as high as $4,200. These values underline the increasing demand for rare British copper and bronze coins and highlight the upward trajectory of the market, making the 1941 halfpenny not only a piece of history but also a strong investment opportunity. For collectors, a few tips may prove invaluable. Always pay attention to authenticity and grade, as condition is a decisive factor in determining value. Acquiring coins from reputable dealers or established auction sites ensures peace of mind and preserves the long-term worth of your collection. Storing coins properly, away from moisture and excessive handling, will help maintain their condition and secure their future value. Above all, focus on coins that speak to you personally, as collecting should be a passion as much as an investment. In conclusion, The United Kingdom 1941 halfpenny ship portrait coin is a remarkable piece that combines history, art, and value in equal measure. It captures the spirit of a nation standing firm in adversity, while its exquisite design continues to charm collectors across the world. With fine condition examples still circulating in collections and mint state treasures commanding thousands of dollars, the coin stands as a true symbol of rarity and desirability. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just beginning your numismatic journey, the 1941 halfpenny offers a golden opportunity to hold in your hands a piece of Britain's proud maritime legacy and a treasure that continues to rise in demand. Next up, the 1944 halfpenny ship portrait. While this coin was originally a humble piece of circulating currency, its story is far from ordinary, and in today's collector's market it has gained remarkable attention and value, particularly when it survives in well-preserved conditions. Let us take a closer look at its origins, cultural importance, physical characteristics, rarity, and of course its current worth in dollars. The background of the 1944 halfpenny takes us back to the wartime era of the United Kingdom. Britain was in the midst of the Second World War, a time of great sacrifice and endurance for the people, and the coinage of the period reflects that sense of resilience and national pride. The halfpenny carried the striking ship portrait design, introduced in 1937 under the reign of King George VI, depicting Sir Francis Drake's galleon, the Golden Hind, in full sail. This image was symbolic of exploration, maritime strength, and Britain's identity as a seafaring nation, which resonated strongly during those years of uncertainty and conflict. From a cultural and historical perspective, the 1944 issue of this coin is much more than just a piece of copper. It speaks of a nation that, even during the darkest years of war, maintained its tradition of elegant coinage. The Golden Hind ship on the reverse side is an enduring emblem of adventure, discovery, and naval supremacy, while the obverse carries the dignified portrait of King George VI, a monarch who symbolized duty and stability during an incredibly turbulent era. Each coin struck in those years was not just a means of exchange, but also a miniature piece of art carrying the spirit of British heritage. Physically, the 1944 halfpenny weighed around 5.67 grams and measured 25.48 millimeters in diameter, being struck in bronze. The edges were plain, consistent with the earlier halfpennies, and the detail of the ship design was beautifully rendered, even on circulation strikes. Despite being small in value at the time, the workmanship gave the coin a sense of importance and distinction, making it instantly recognizable in the pocket of everyday citizens. There are several key facts about this particular issue that collectors love to highlight. The 1944 halfpenny was struck in large numbers to serve the needs of a wartime economy, but over the decades, attrition has taken its toll. Many of these coins were lost, damaged, or worn down through heavy circulation. Finding them today in circulation condition is still fairly common, but when examples appear in better grades, uncirculated or mint state, they stand out and command serious collector interest. This is where the rarity factor really comes into play. Coins that remain well struck, with minimal wear and strong luster, are becoming increasingly difficult to locate, and their desirability among collectors has pushed market values significantly higher. As for current market value, a 1944 halfpenny in typical circulation condition may not reach astronomical figures, but the story changes dramatically when we look at preserved and graded examples. In the collector market today, especially when evaluated and encapsulated by professional grading services, pieces graded at the high level of MS65 have been valued at around $1,700, while on auction platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and other specialist markets, examples have been recorded reaching even $2,500. This is a remarkable outcome for what was once considered a modest everyday coin, showing just how much demand exists for coins of this era and design. The combination of wartime heritage, the striking ship portrait, and the allure of rarity continues to drive collectors towards this piece. For collectors looking to acquire or preserve one of these coins, the key is condition and authenticity. Always pay close attention to the quality of the strike, the sharpness of the details on the ship, and the condition of the king's portrait. Coins with even circulation wear still hold great nostalgic and historical value, but if you are fortunate enough to discover or invest in higher grade examples, the returns can be extremely rewarding. Preservation is equally important, so storing the coin properly in protective holders, away from humidity and handling, will ensure that its beauty and value are retained for the long term. In conclusion, the 1944 halfpenny ship portrait coin is a timeless piece of British numismatic history. It embodies the courage of a nation at war, the pride of maritime exploration, and the enduring artistry of British coinage. Once a simple copper coin in every citizen's pocket, it has now become a prized collectible sought after by enthusiasts worldwide. Whether you own one in circulation condition for its historical charm or pursue a high-grade rarity worth thousands of dollars in today's marketplace, this coin continues to inspire fascination and respect. The story of the 1944 halfpenny reminds us that even the smallest denomination can carry the greatest legacy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned to World Numismatic Finds for more rare and valuable coin discoveries from around the world. Next up, the halfpenny ship portrait coin of the United Kingdom from the year 1943, a piece that continues to hold the fascination of collectors around the world. This particular coin, even in a little bit dirty condition, carries immense historical significance, cultural value, and remarkable demand in the market, making it a standout within the rich legacy of British coinage. When held in hand, the coin tells a story far greater than its modest denomination, reflecting a chapter of national resilience during the years of the Second World War. The background of the 1943 halfpenny is deeply entwined with British heritage. On the obverse, you find the portrait of King George VI, a monarch who became a figure of stability and courage during some of Britain's most challenging years. On the reverse lies the iconic ship design, the majestic Golden Hind of Sir Francis Drake, symbolizing naval triumph, adventure, and the spirit of exploration that defined centuries of British influence across the seas. This ship portrait was not merely decorative but a representation of Britain's maritime legacy, its role in trade, exploration, and victory. For collectors today, the coin is a symbol of endurance and triumph, echoing the country's resilience during wartime. In terms of cultural and historical values, the coin sits at a fascinating intersection of numismatic artistry and wartime necessity. Struck in bronze, it served the public in a time of rationing, uncertainty, and reconstruction. For the everyday people of 1943, this coin was a simple tool of trade. For us today, it is a tangible link to history, a reminder of life during one of the most defining decades of the 20th century. The weight of the 1943 halfpenny is around 5.67 grams, with a diameter of just over 25 millimeters, giving it a solid feel despite its modest size. Its consistency and attention to design detail set it apart, ensuring that the ship's portrait remains sharp and recognizable even on circulated examples. For collectors, weight and dimensions matter because they underline the authenticity and craftsmanship of the Royal Mint's production during that period. When we look at the key facts, the 1943 halfpenny was struck in large numbers for circulation, but not all examples have survived in pleasing condition. Over time, many were lost, damaged, or corroded, and while a coin in a little bit dirty condition still carries interest, it is the well-preserved pieces that ignite true demand. Coins that have survived in exceptional states of preservation are rare and highly sought after, commanding impressive premiums on the collector's market. Rarity and condition form the heart of collector demand. A coin like this in a lower grade or with signs of wear might fetch a modest price, but in outstanding condition, especially those certified at the lofty grade of Mint State 65, the value can be astonishing. One such coin can reach around $2,200, reflecting the remarkable desirability amongst those who treasure pristine examples of wartime coinage. Yet on auction platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and other major numismatic markets, we have seen these coins soar even higher, with certain pristine specimens surpassing $3,300, showing just how strong demand remains and how collectors are willing to pay a premium for quality. This impressive range makes the 1943 halfpenny ship portrait coin not just a nostalgic keepsake but also an asset of genuine investment potential. For collectors, a few tips are always worth noting. Even a coin in a little dirty condition should be handled with care, as unnecessary cleaning can damage its surface and reduce its appeal. Storing it safely in protective holders helps preserve its character and ensures it retains value for years to come. Always keep an eye on reputable auction houses and trusted online platforms, where coins of this caliber occasionally surface. And remember, provenance, certification, and condition reports can greatly boost both the desirability and the eventual selling price of your coin. In conclusion, the 1943 United Kingdom halfpenny with the iconic ship portrait design stands as more than a coin. It is a miniature work of art, a piece of cultural heritage, and a highly collectible rarity. Even when showing a little dirt from decades of circulation, it holds its charm, but in higher states of preservation it becomes a numismatic prize of exceptional worth. With values ranging from $2,200 in top certified grades and climbing to $3,300 or beyond in competitive auctions, this coin enjoys high demand and a strong following in the marketplace. For enthusiasts and investors alike, the 1943 halfpenny is a coin that blends history, artistry, and enduring value, making it a truly remarkable treasure in the world of British numismatics.